Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Here to normalize these conversations and education about death and dying so we die better at end of life. I'm going to get into it in just a moment, but this is kind of piggybacking on a social media post that I did in lieu of all of the stuff that's happening in the world right now. So let's get into it today. I've been meaning to actually do a video like this because kind of following my other video about, feeling your tough emotions. And then the fires popped up, in Los Angeles that I'm sure most people are hearing about. But even before that, I was thinking so much about and personally feeling overwhelmed as to all this horrible stuff that happens in the world, the injustice, the deaths, the suffering. And frankly, many times I feel like this world is a little overwhelming. And I wonder, like, what, like, how are we supposed to stand all this suffering? Personally, if I either make donations or if I can, I always just throughout my entire career, I always volunteered and was always big on trying to help the underserved in particular and animals. But with these fires popping up now and being so upfront, and then all the horrible things that are happening in Europe and the Middle East, what I want to say first is just kind of a little piggybacking on what I said in my last video, that don't diminish any of the stuff that you're feeling. It's not only normal, but it's really healthy to have feelings and reactions of certain feelings like fear, anger, sadness, guilt, um, anxiety, um, loss, all those types of feelings. It's really not only normal, but it's really healthy to experience all of that in response to these tough situations. And what I want to say for people who are also just maybe comforting someone who's going through a hard time, whether it's with death, loss, and I always talk about death, not just in physical death. Obviously, I talk about that a lot, but the death of losing your home in a fire, or not even just losing your home, maybe losing your car, maybe losing a pet, you don't know where they are, someone being hurt or dying, whatever it is. Those losses are so real and so just, really you feel them in the gut, and you need to acknowledge how tough it is. I know we want to, as people, to always try to find hope and to try to find the positive, maybe the bright side in all this. But I want to tell you right now, maybe later you can find a bright side or some meaning in this. That's for sure, maybe. Um, but you need to right now recognize the difficulty of it and allow yourself to really feel whatever it is that's coming up. I always say, of course, do it with the help of a licensed practitioner. And there are a lot of resources that are being posted online right now, with like free, even counseling services in addition to other resources. And that's amazing. It's amazing to see what happens when people come together. But I need you to take the time to recognize how difficult this is. And the person who is supporting someone who's going through a rough time, like in these fires or like anywhere else, um, what Dr. Ramani said, and I like how she said it, and I'm going to repeat it here. She said, don't bright side it. So you don't want to say, look on the bright side. At least you're alive. Look on the bright side. At least, your family is with you. That is just going to completely diminish what the person is experiencing. So let's allow ourselves to feel the toughness of the situation, and allow our communities also to come in and help each other through these hard times and recognize how tough they are. This is real. This is life. This is part of the human experience. It's not easy, but there is a lot that can come with it, especially when we come together and help each other out. And I just hope someday all these other terrible things that are happening in the world just get better. I feel like sometimes it's just too much. I don't know what you think, but sometimes it just feels like too much. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Okay. Anyway, I'm thinking about you. And if you're not able to find the resources, and if for some reason you haven't come across something online, let me know. I'm happy to, repost those, just in case you need them. All right. Take care.